Elliott, I love you, sir! Haha! Hey guys, welcome back to the Creator Club career mode here on FIFA 22. We managed to pick up a good win at the end of the last episode, and I'm wanting to build on that and carry that sort of form forward rather than the form of the couple of games prior to that. Although we did get pushed all the way by Brighton, we eased to a 3-0 lead, and in typical me fashion, squeaked it late on as they pulled back 2 goals. With Club Brugge to start, we'll play Palace, Monaco and Liverpool today. So we'll sim this home game against Club Brugge, which absolutely should be 3 points in the Champions League. And should we win this, I'd imagine that's probably us all but confirmed as through to the knockout stages now of the Champions League in our first year in Europe, which is good news. I presume that the other game went as you would have expected it to. We'll just quickly double check the Champions League group. And indeed, Monaco did run out victors against Spartak Moscow and just by the 5-0 as well. So pretty straightforward. So the game between ourselves and Monaco later in the episode will pretty much be a straight out fight for who wins the group. Obviously, they've gotten a good win against me previously so far this season. So I'm hoping it's a victory for me and by a margin too, so that we can edge it on head-to-head should it come down to that, but we will go above them on points alone should we win that game later on today. We're going to go and play Crystal Palace to start though. We're still in and about the Champions League spots. We're in 5th currently, but with the game in hand on a couple of sides above us, we want to win this game against Crystal Palace and hope that Southampton can do something. Not Southampton, Brighton can do something against Manchester United in their game. They obviously ran us close. They've beaten City already so far this season, Brighton, so fingers crossed. We've got Norwich as the sim game. Actually, they're having a better season than I thought they were. Brighton are actually having a worse season than I thought they were. They're 18th, but they did beat Manchester City, so don't rule them out. We'll have to wait and see what happens in other games, but we can only do our bit in hours and then take it from there. So we're going to head now to this game against Crystal Palace after a quick press conference to boost some confidence. And hopefully we can get cracking with 3 points to start. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Of course, remember that this is a Friday video. So at present, we're still only uploading midweek days. So there won't be another video until Monday here on the YouTube channel. Similarly on Facebook, although the Facebook content has always been Monday to Friday. But another episode of the My Player has gone live today over on Facebook. So do head over on the link in the description to Facebook to go and watch that if you would like to. Right. Crystal Palace at home. Right, Crystal Palace line up with Mats Sells in goal. Nathan Ferguson, Joachim Andersen, Badiashile and Paulinho. With Zurkowski, Thuram and Rovella. Reece Nelson, Ollie Watkins and Mauro Lainez as a front 3. They're 17th in the table. But that means nothing, does it? Given that teams never really play against the user with any sort of indication of what their actual form is like. But it is a beatable 11. Almost every 11 that we come up against in the minute with the 11 that I have should be, in theory, a beatable 11. Let's see if Rodrigo can pick up an assist here. Oh, nearly there. Tchouaméni can't win that one either. Rodrigo was an absolute baller in the last episode. And I'd be hoping for more of the same from him in this one. You guys have actually asked that I add a little bit of a different personal, individual instruction on Ryan Gravenberch to try and get him to push further forward as he's pretty decent in front of goal, and I'm quite happy to do that and have done so for today's episode. Martinelli will lift this towards the back post. Rodrigo can't get there, Paulinho does, and Rovella will clear for Crystal Palace, but we're definitely on the front foot, aren't we, putting the pressure on early doors. We win it back again. Eventually, Martinelli will start performing. Surely, he can't fail to do so consistently for an entire season. Surely. To Gravenberch. Finds the space. Shot blocked by the second defender. Lainez. Paulinho. Inside again. Driven into the box. Ollie Watkins. And Rovella. Ollie Watkins again. It's done me by forgetting the ball. He turned and didn't take the ball with him, and it completely sold me. Lainez will deliver the corner. And away, please, Guiri. It's a way of sorts. Back to where it came. Lainez could try again. It's given away. Boga gets a foot to it. We catch him at the very end of the half. No, is the answer. The referee blows his whistle almost as soon as it reaches 45 minutes. Not much to show you from that first half. A couple of our early chances, and then it just kind of petered out a little bit, unfortunately. But thankfully, there's another 45 minutes for it to build up momentum again. Let's see what we can do. Actually, I might take Martinelli off at half-time. I'm starting to lean towards actually starting Harvey Elliott regularly at the minute, because Martinelli just continues to not deliver. Maybe that's why he was still at Southampton, even though he was so highly rated. Because even though, on paper, attribute-wise, he looks like an absolute talent, he doesn't translate that promise, that potential, into actual physical results, and which is why nobody had snapped him up from Southampton yet. Just noticed that the camera had frozen at some point in the first half against Crystal Palace. Thankfully, I've noticed halfway through the first game of the episode, rather than having recorded the whole thing and then finding out that my camera had frozen. Apologies for that. We are back. Nice tackle by Gravenberch. And Guiri could slot through Henry Cox here. His touch is good enough, but there perhaps wasn't enough weight on the pass. Okay, that fires straight to Kieran Tierney. Wasn't enough weight on the pass for Cox to be able to race onto it and get away from the defender. Rodrigo in there to Guiri. That's a nice turn. Can he find the right way to pass this time? He can. And Cox couldn't have come any closer. Really? Could he? Why Rodrigo's gone for the fancy pass there, don't know. Simple pass. It probably finds its target. Look through there for Guiri. Can't find him. Henry was so very nearly the man to give us the 1-0 lead. Don't, please. Thank you, Ollie, for kicking it against the defender. Apologies in advance for... well, not in advance, actually. It's happened. For the camera freezing. I have now fixed it. Thankfully, I noticed halfway through this first played game, rather than having recorded the full episode and then finding out that the camera had frozen throughout the course of the episode. Oh, Guiri! He's just let it hit him on the arse and hasn't let it run around the outside of him so that we can get the ball in behind Gravenberch into Cox. This time, please. Oh, finally, we take the 1-0 lead. And we deserve that. Henry Cox, in particular, deserves that goal too. Oh, they just fell over each other. Nelson into the middle. Ravella to Zherkovsky. Nicely to Reece Nelson. Oh, he's done brilliantly there, Zherkovsky. Ollie Watkins trying to deny him the space. Reece Nelson looks for him again. Fardiol will get rid of it. That was close. That wide here to Harvey Elliott, who's actually been pretty invisible in this second half so far. I don't actually think the ball has made its way out to the left-hand flank. Oh, I thought for a minute he'd given a penalty. I absolutely panicked. The ball's really not made its way out to this left-hand side in the second half so far. I did make the change at half-time. You can see Jayden Bogle is just off. So we'll play it towards him. Can he keep that in? He will do. And quite comfortable. What? Quite. Oh, he should have been quite comfortably so as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was just a clusterfuck, wasn't it? Gravenberch to Cox. Guiri. Early shot. Good save by Sells. Guiri still getting plenty of assists, but not continually adding the goals to his tally as he did last season. That was a terrible corner, actually, and Furich will get rid of it. Oh, and they very nearly gifted that straight to Chouameni. Here's Ollie Watkins on the counter. Kieran Tierney's going to have to deal with this. Thankfully, he has done. 8 minutes to go. Still only a narrow margin of victory, but it is a margin of victory that is well deserved, should we see it through. Oh, it's opened up for Rodrigo there. Guiri maybe getting another assist. Indeed he is. Rodrigo at it again. Scoring goals from up top yesterday. Now scoring goals from our wide midfield position too. Speaking of two, that's the scoreline. Cox brings it down well. Gravenberch will get it out of his feet quickly. Guiri's there. An early shot. Oh, and a top-class save from the goalkeeper. I really wish Guiri would start scoring goals again. I really want Guiri to start scoring goals again. He's having such a strange season. Harry Kane in real life is obviously having a difficult season so far this year in real life. And in previous years, he's gotten loads of goals and loads of assists too. I'm not sure what Harry Kane's assist tally is like this year for Spurs. They've obviously not been playing that well as a team this season, let alone Harry Kane individually. But I don't know. He certainly hasn't been scoring the goals, but I don't know whether he's been getting assists. Guiri is still getting assists, so he's still contributing. And he is a Harry Kane-esque player that can just score from anywhere at any given moment. Manchester United beat Brighton by 3 goals to 2. They are able to best the Seagulls in the same way that we did by 3 goals to 2 as well. Looking at the form table, we got the result we deserved, in the end. That's back-to-back wins now in the Premier League in played games, obviously more so in Sims. So the scoreline didn't flatter us. We deserved our goals today. We created much more than just those 2 chances as well. So that's gone really nicely for us. We're now back into 4th. We're still 8 points off Manchester United. Only 3 points off Everton in 2nd. That defeat to Manchester United may well haunt me come the end of the season. But there's still plenty of football left to be played. 27 games still to go. The next one, Norwich away. Norwich away is... Well, I mean, it will speak for itself. It should do, at least. Amin Gouiri with a brace. These games that should be more straightforward aren't very straightforward at the minute, are they? We are squeaking some results against sides that we should be absolutely battering. And we should be absolutely battering Norwich, regardless of the fact that they're having a half-decent season and are up in 8th so far this Premier League year. Right, Monaco next, then Liverpool after that. Morale is pretty decent already, to be fair, so we won't worry about that. I'll go and alter the lineup slightly, though, to give some players a rest, because, of course, with the game against Liverpool on the horizon, that one is probably going to be more difficult. Monaco with Musso in goal. Again, Juan Foyth at the back. Everton in their lineup, also on the right-hand side. They're playing the same formation as they did previously. Don't think Lovato started the last one. I think the front 6 are as they were before. Oh, I'm not sure if Pineda started, actually, but still. Monaco was a really even game. A really even game back at the Patreon Park. But they ran out 3-0 winners. And that was the first of the run of results that just saw us fold and concede so many goals. But we got a good victory. Calm down, mate. We got a good victory in our last couple of games now. So we're going to try and take that on. And guess who's back in the starting lineup for the first time in forever? It's only Big Randy. Been felled. We have a free kick in a really decent position here. Who's got good free kicks? Probably no one now in this starting lineup. No, absolutely no one. Okay, well, Gravenberg can take it then. I could lay it off, but I'm going to go for it. 30 yards out. Green time it. It was probably going to go wide anyway. Lovato with a free kick for them after an offside from me, but Gravenberg has won that header well. And Teka trying to keep his feet together. Not quite as slick in possession as a number of our other players. That's going to fall beautifully for Javier. Wouldn't have expected it to actually reach him because there was too many men in between, but somehow everybody missed it, and then he has missed the target. That's a really good, open, clear opportunity to take a 1-0 lead there at the back post. Cox will look for Nteka, but Jean Lucas gets a vital touch to get the ball away from me before we slot through. Big Randy up top. It's been ages since he's... Please tell me he's offside. It's been ages since Randy Nteka has been properly influencing games for us. Donyell Marlon started it off last time we played Monaco, and he started it off again here, just dipping the right side the defensive line. It's a lovely ball through, and he held his run and then went at the last off the back of the defender who wouldn't have known he was there. Was very, very tight for offside. Best got there but couldn't keep it out. We trail in France. It's not going to affect our chances of progression, but it will mean, if we lose this, that we absolutely can't finish top of the group. Sherman going to try and catch him. Oh, good touch by Donyell Marlon. The save by Best to deny Monaco a quick second. He's got his hands up saying, where are my defenders? I'll be honest, I have to agree with you, pal. Elliott heads that away. Brought down by Tyler Adams. He's our teammate in the My Player, Tyler Adams, at Leverkusen. Oh, beautifully worked. We get a man in the way, then can't clear it. This will get out. Oh, terrible pass by Randy. Martinelli has options here. Here's Lasse Gash forward from left back. He's a player that just has never fulfilled his potential, has he really, Lasse Gash? Out to Harvey Elliott. We'll tuck this back here, looking for Randy and Tekka. Oh, it bounces off Lasagash and straight to the keeper. Whilst it remains just one, we're still very much in the game. If they grab a second, I'd probably say that's it over for us. To Elliott, looking for Randy. Cox is there, and he's found well. Oh, please, Martinelli! The rarest of rares! Gabby Martinelli with a goal! He's only scored, what, 2 or 3 for me so far this season? And for a player of his talents, that is disappointing. Maybe it's just that left-wing role, because Kassoun was the man that was out on that side, and you guys were unimpressed with him. And Martinelli has come in 4 ratings higher, and basically been about the same level of competence for us, but that was nicely tucked away, and we're level here in France now on the south coast. Big second half upcoming. The battle for the group winners continues. Gravenberch in there to Chouameni, out to Elliott, looking for Randy. I've become so used to Gouiri having unbelievable footwork and dribbling that Randy and Tekka is a little bit, or feels a little bit slow and clunky for me at the moment. He went down there, and I was slightly concerned for a moment that he might have picked up another injury, which is what saw him drop out the first team in the first place. Maybe for the club, it was a bit of a happy little accident. Obviously, for Randy as an individual, it's basically ruined his first team career at the club, but it did mean we went out and signed Amin Gouiri, who then subsequently went on to become the league's top goal scorer and fire us to Europe. Oh, Gabby Martinelli just can't score regularly, can he? Brilliant stop by the goalkeeper. It falls to Harvey Elliott, and he'll tuck it away instead. Martinelli's involved a lot. But the amount of times a goalkeeper has pulled off a top stop to deny him, starting to get a little bit silly. Martinelli played in behind, knocks it on with his head. Good position, but brilliant save. Harvey Elliott gets to it first, and this time he does tuck it away, unlike the first half. We have ourselves a lead now. Sorry, Monaco. Marlon. It's not over this game by any stretch. 5 minutes to go here, and they've picked out Everton at the back post, who's absolutely free. And Theo Bess with brilliant reactions to ensure that they don't pull it back level. He's 90 rated now, Theo Bess. He's an absolute baller of a goalkeeper. He's kept me in game after game after game. And I love Theo Bess. He's right up there with the best goalkeepers we've ever had in any save in my entire FIFA career mode history. It's been spectacular for us. Corner coming in from Gerard Moreno again here. He, of course, tormented us in the first game. Has come off the bench on this occasion to try and torment us again in the final few stages to give them an equalising goal. Again, Theo Bess makes the stop. Lasagash will just play this short and will waste time, by keeping possession. And we will go top of the group in the Champions League with 1 game left to play. That being against Spartak Moscow, who prior to this fixture, or this round of fixtures, were bottom of the group. And they're not actually there, so I don't know if they're still bottom of the group or not. But they'll have needed to have beaten Bruges to not be bottom of the group. We're now up to 3rd in the table. Still 8 points the gap to Manchester United. But with Liverpool next to a 5th, we want to put ourselves up into 2nd if we can. But avoiding defeat is most important, because they'll close the gap on us if they do beat us. I'm just starting to get a little bit concerned that Manchester United might run away with this league title this year, especially with Adeyemi banging in so many goals. Rodrigo's got 6 now. It's turning into one of our best goal scorers. Gouiri's now 90 rated as well. Jesus Christ. Cox has got 6 and 3 assists. Rodrigo's got 6 and 3 assists. Gravenberch is 3 and 3. Gouiri's actually 5 and 7 assists. 12 goal contributions in 11 games. He might not be going for the golden boot, but he's certainly going for the most contributions this season. 12 in 11 games. Fair enough. I mean, I will let you off, mate. You are still absolutely one of the best goal threats in our side. Liverpool's starting lineup has Alisson in goal. Trent, Nate Phillips, Gijo and Lee Phoenix. Naby Keita, Mikel Merino, Florian Neuhaus, with Diatta, En-Nesyri and Sadio Mane up top. Liverpool tend to have a very similar lineup a long way into saves. And they are very loyal with players like Trent and Virgil and Fabinho and Sadio Mane and Bobby Firmino and Mo Salah, etc. But in this save, this is the first time that Liverpool have really built a team that looks completely different to one that you are used to seeing them line up with. Other than Alisson, Trent and Mane, it's a different team. Entirely different team. I don't know as they have any injuries or anything of the like either. Trent is 92 rated at the minute. So he's going to be trouble in that right wing-back role. But hopefully, if we can keep the ball on this left-hand side of their defence, we can work it in our favour on this side and we won't need to go anywhere near Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's the plan. Anyway, Gouiri around the corner. I think Gravenberch was offside there. Alisson makes the save, and indeed, the Dutchman was the wrong side of the line, so not to worry. As we say, avoiding defeat here is the minimum, especially considering Liverpool will close in so close to us should we lose it. But more importantly, that gap to Manchester United is only going to grow between now and the next time we play them, if we can't seem to put together a decent run of consecutive results. But this is a difficult game, but I'd say that this Liverpool side is more vulnerable than you would normally expect a Liverpool side to be. Oh, I think Rodrigo might have just been offside there as well, and he was. Oh! We're getting close. We're getting close. Keita squares that. Thumped by Mikel Merino. Absolutely thumped. It just opened up for them. Ball out wide, not looking that dangerous, but perfect weight of pass for Naby Keita, and Gravenberch just doesn't track the run of Mikel Merino well enough. And then it's just pure shot power that gets that past Theo Bess. He's ready for it, but just can't get both hands across quickly enough. Very well struck by the Spaniard. His third goal in 13 Premier League games this season. And we trail. But we were behind against Monaco, and we won that one. So let's go and do the same here, shall we? Now that we've actually ended up going behind. Frustratingly, could have had opportunities to go in front ourselves. Oh, that'll be a free kick there, please. And a yellow card at the very least for the defender. Yes, Samuel Guizot picks up that yellow card. Now, can Rodrigo take a free kick? I don't know, as I've got. And that one, Gravenberch that's on it. I'll give it to Rodrigo. We haven't really got a proper set-piece specialist, like a James Ward-Prowse or someone like that, or a Trent, for example. Come on, Rodrigo. Ah, it's too central. It's too central. Needed to get that more towards the post if it was going to cause Alisson any real problems. We've had chances, though. It's just the two times we've been in behind. One time we forced a save, then the other time we didn't get the chance to take the shot, but we were one-on-one. And on both occasions, the player in question was offside. But still, we flood forward here. And Martinelli is in. It's a heavy touch. So heavy, it's going to bobble free. Oh, Gabby! Please! Please, Gabby! Sort your life out. Oh, it's a lovely ball by En-Nesyri to Naby Keita. He's got one assist. He doesn't have two. Top save by Theo. Oh, for the corner, which the goal scorer will take. Mikel Merino. Looked like the man at the near post there was holding his shoulder. I hope it was just an itch and not a potential injury. Worked that about nicely. Sadio Mane will close me down. I'd like to think, as he ages, Mane's lost a little bit of pace, but whether he has or not, I'm not sure. Don't know how fast Phoenix is either, but Rodrigo forced wide here with the pressure from the defender. He does have support, and Gouiri has it there, and he'll look for Henry Cox. No! Come on! Win that, please, Ryan. Oh, get it to a teammate then if you are going to win it, pal. So close to an equaliser, but still we trail. So close to another Amiri assist. Gouiri. Mixed his first name and his last name up there. Mikel Merino to En-Nesyri. It's a very competitive game, isn't it? Ball flying from one end to the other. We're having to rely on our goalkeeper to ensure that the gap remains just the one. Mane's going to come short for this. I'm going to try and put pressure on so that he still goes into the box. He didn't. But that's loose. And Gouiri can break again. Such an end-to-end game. Come on then, Rodrigo. Let's play you in behind now. Have the pace on Phoenix this time. And he's got past him. Right, Rodrigo, please. Surely now. Yes! Rodrigo does it again. Chesnoid FC. Uno! Liverpool. Uno. Neuhaus forward to En-Nesyri. Bogle's going to have to try and get out to Sadio Mane. Oh, it's a loose cross. It's poor. Really poor. As is the clearance. But thankfully, Rodrigo brings it down well. Looking for Guiri, but not found. Neuhaus to Marino. See how the stamina is dropping for Liverpool players at the minute. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some substitutions in the not too distant future. Get rid of that, please. They're pushing very hard to try and win it back when they lose possession. That pressure after possession loss is difficult for them to try and keep up for the full 90 minutes. Gabby! I mean, that one, he really couldn't miss, could he? They had one defender back, thrown bodies forward to try and get the lead back again. There's just no defensive shape there whatsoever. All I had to do was make sure that the pass across was good enough, which it was. And then even Gabby Martinelli can score that one, which is not really something you want to say tongue-in-cheek with an 88 rated player, but such is the way he's been so far this season. Oh, wait to see how many goals he'd scored so far this year then. Diatta off for them. They've made a change to try and get the lead back again, but they're going to need to make more than just one change, really, if they're going to want to keep the scoreline close, because my players still got a lot of... You get control of that, please. My players have still got a lot of energy left, and they're just getting more and more knackered as the game goes on. And it's surely just going to become more and more one-sided as the game goes on. Is he giving a... Right. You don't really want to give 92 rated Trent a free kick there, do you? Right, changes then. Ferguson for Chouameni. Gravenberch off for McGree. And we will make a change out wide. Martinelli, despite scoring the goal, will come off for Elliott. They're making a change. Keita going off, and I'm not sure who that is coming on in his place. We shall find out in due course. Trent readying himself. A triple change for me. Please don't, Trent. Is Modou Barrow coming on for Liverpool? Oh, I asked him not to. And he's... Why do I do it? Why do I do it? Trying to catch him on the counter. It's a great free kick. All I've got to do is play that forward, and it's gone sideways. Got to take that on the chin, haven't I? Can't throw any excuses around there. That is squarely my fault. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself. Cannot. Well, you probably can begin to imagine, because you're probably just as annoyed at me for giving the ball away. Oh, the bloody ball rolls. Just as annoyed at me for giving that away as I am at myself. Modou Barrow in the box. Away, please, Lacroix. His clearance was non-existent. It almost seemed to just bounce off him. Who's coming on? It's Joel Matip. They're making a change at the back. I think that was Guijo going off. Indeed it was. Neuhaus is going to deliver this to the middle. The keeper will come for it, and the keeper will claim it. Right. I need to get this forward. We've got 5 minutes to go and rescue that win that we should have already had in the bag till I balls that up. Oh, come on. You've got to keep passes like that away from the opposition. That was a simple pass to get that to Guiri. Phoenix. Mane. I'm so worried now. So terrified that they're going to win. Oh. End the series. That's the chance. That's the chance to get all 3 points. And they're not going to be able to take it. Ferguson forward to Jayden Bogle. Inside quickly. We're coming forward. We're looking dangerous. McGree. Elliott, the former Liverpool man, wins it for Chesnoid against his former team. Yeah! My manager character gets involved as well. Scenes at home. Oh, I've let myself off there, haven't I? I've got myself off the hook. Perfect weight of pass from Riley McGree, and Harvey Elliott gets to it first and slots it past Alisson to give us the 3-2 win at home. It should have been more straightforward than that. It wasn't, but we get the result nonetheless. Oh, Harvey Elliott, I love you, sir. Oh, 3 points against Liverpool is huge. Please tell me Man United dropped some points today as well. That would make it all the sweeter. Crystal Palace! They've beaten them by a goal to nil. The gap at the top closes. Oh, yes! 5 points to gap. 5 points to gap. If we'd have beaten Man United, we'd have been bloody top right now. Oh, man! Right. This season is coming alive at the right time. Because we're heading into November now. And we've not really got many European... Well, we've not got any European games to think about after that Spartak Moscow one until February, at least. So we can concentrate purely on the league move. It was a very busy month of December, but it always is a busy month of December. Tottenham, West Ham, Villa and Spartak Moscow, followed by Southampton, Leicester, Everton and Wolves. And you imagine the first round of the FA Cup will be drawn on that Saturday and the Leeds game will get moved. January does look fairly busy as well because there's going to be a 5th game in there, and then should we win that, a 6th game too. I'm not sure what to do in January. Genuinely, I've no idea. I've got 30 odd million pounds, but at the minute, no one is screaming out, I need replacing. Nor is there a position that's screaming out, I need some extra talent here. I just need to sort myself out and we'll be fine. And to be fair, the form is coming. The form is coming. That's 5 wins today in all comps. 6 in a row. 6 straight victories heading into the busiest period of the season. Could do us a lot of good. Could do us a lot of good. Cancel. Don't. Lost my progress. Right, that will do us for today and for this week, of course. Like I say, back on Monday for the next episode where we will crack into December, take on Tottenham, and hopefully, maybe get ourselves top of that Premier League table. I'll see you then.